Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan, and Ramadan Kareem. We've taken you with the iftar at home to a Pakistani household, an Indian household, and also shown you what it's like to experience iftar at a Sri Lankan family. Now it's time to see and be hosted by an Emirati family right here in Sharjah. So in most Emirati households you have a separate majlis. Now this is a place for all the guests, separate from the house, where you can sort of host them and have your own time with them and really spend and really pamper them whilst you're being hosted there. So now it's time now to meet our host, who's going to show us what's a bit of a behind the scenes look of what an Emirati iftar at an Emirati household looks like. So let's walk in. So what we'll do is first, as courtesy, we'll take our shoes and na'al off as we enter the house. So now time now to meet our host. Assalamu alaikum, Saqar, how are you doing? Ahlan, shukran for hosting us. So now let's walk in and have a look at what the iftar at your majlis looks like. Our host Sagar was taking part in the UAE Federal Youth Foundation's Emirati Values Iftar initiative, where as a host resident he invited people from different backgrounds to his home in order to celebrate Ramadan the Emirati way.
This is part of our duty where we open our houses for people to come and have iftar with us, and this is where we could have a dialogue with them, and we know about their culture and they know about our culture and our values. And also when it comes to the Emirati Iftar, we explain to them in terms of how we start, how we do, how we gather as a family members.
Following the Emirati traditions, the guests would sit on the ground and will be served some light snacks, which included sandwiches and soup, along with the dates and water. I'm glad I'm fit for the part, so dressed for the part in fact, and then you can easily sit down here and break your fast with all the guests that have come today.
So we start with the dates, okay, and mainly we take three pieces.
So the idea of sitting down on the ground, we've seen, obviously in different restaurants, everyone goes to sit on the tables, even in Ramadan tents. But here in the home, we prefer on the ground?
Definitely, we prefer to stay on the ground. And this is where we get very close to each other, and we help each other, and we collaborate. I say, okay, I need that. So
yes.
Someone will hand it over to you, and it's very close. And you can reach even to others as well.
After breaking our fast, Sagar took us to the neighborhood mosque, where we performed our sunset Maghrib prayers.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin.
So after we've come back from the prayers and had our light meal, we then tend to have the big meal, the big feast, which is called Aisha Laham as well. And the hot meal and the main course is served usually after you've all come back from your prayers. And this is where what we call the business end of the iftar at an Emirati home. When it comes to the main course, Aisha Laham, which is rice with some mutton, haris and tharid, tend to be the most popular dishes during Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr. Haris is a popular dish in Emirati culture. It is made of boiled and ground wheat mixed with meat. Its preparations usually start the night before. Tharid is another popular dish, which is made of crispy flat bread layered with a meat soup, which also includes boiled vegetables. I must say, it was very appetizing. Key question here, who made all this?
It's an army.
It's an army.
Of the whole family.
Yeah, for
with
sure.
With the servant as well. When I was studying abroad and I got married, so I took my wife with me to the United States. And at that time, she doesn't really know how to cook. and I was the one who was actually cooking. But now, with the time, I think she got into the motive to cook herself. And when I compare her food to my food, it's way better. I mean, her food is way better.
So what would you say is your favorite cuisine internationally? Would you say, have you
I
had?
say my mom.
Mom's cuisine.
The best cuisine.
Yes. When we've had the meal, the guests would normally sit around the majlis and be served with tea or qahwa along with some desserts. Now, despite a very hearty post-iftar meal, I think this is something that I was really looking forward to the most. Bit of sweet and some qahwa. Soon, it was time to say our goodbyes. Thank you for hosting us. Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, it's my pleasure, and it's our duty as well to invite the people and to be part of our, culture and the values as well.
That's very
So
true.
it's been a very pleasure to meet all of them.
It has been. Allah يسلمك. حياك الله.
شكراً.
مع السلامة.